Alright, what I like to do is using the freeform selection tool. I kind of work it around the hairline, going in and out of the part. I like to use the freehand one as opposed to like point to point, just because it's a little bit easier to work with, and it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to do a little bit of smudging later, which is going to blend in all those jagged pixels. So once you have your hair selected, I make that whole area, I fade it to gray, because once you lighten it, if it's any other color besides gray, it won't get to that white that you want. So I make it gray, and then I'll do lightness. And I kind of like to make the cursor about as big as the selection, and I take the hardness down so we get that the ends to be that gray color. So I'll keep doing that until I get it kind of to the white that I want, and I have my highlights and my lowlights, and so we work from there. Then the next, I will take the smudge tool and I'll drag the opacity to about half, no more, and set it to 1 pixel. And as you can see here, I'm just kind of dragging it down to get the grains of the hair, because if you look at like real hair, each strand is different. Each strand picks up the light different. So I'm just kind of creating that by randomly scraping the smudge tool across, and you're kind of seeing it. It's starting to look like hair now. So I'm just gonna keep doing that for a little while and work from the part and then from the ends. And you have to remember, with hair, it is not 100% uniform. So you're going to have strands, that errant strands, if you will, that kind of sweep off to the side or hang in her face. So if you get kind of crazy with the smudge tool and your wrist shakes and you drag it off the picture, that's fine, because we're looking at this zoomed up at about 500%. So when you resize it, you're not going to notice it, or B, it's going to look like it's a natural strand of hair. So I'm just, in this, I'm working in, I'm kind of fixing up those ends, making them look, kind of fading them off. And I'm working on the side right now, so you don't see those jagged pixels, kind of blending it in with the other hair, maybe dragging some brown into the white and the white into the brown. So that's all I'm going to do for a while, so just watch that. It's kind of a long, tedious process. I mean, now that I think about it, what kind of nerd am I that I make Rogue? I make other girls into Rogue, but, I like Photoshop, and, this is fun. So, if you notice, I kind of dragged it underneath the bang, because there was still a little brown on her forehead. There's going to be some shadow that's cast on her skin from the hair, but on a whole, it's not going to be as dark as if her hair was white. So I'm kind of touching that up, and then now I'm working into the part and dragging a little more shadow into it, and just kind of going back over and touching up the strands of hair that I had. And then there you go. Rogue.